Welcome back to Razmafzar, and I'm really happy to have Alex Steiner from Switzerland. Hi, Alex, how are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. I'm on the chair. How are you?
Very good, very good. It's very good to have a member from Switzerland who travels to Germany quite often. Am I correct?
I'm living in Germany, actually.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yeah, I was born in Switzerland. I grew up there till I was 27, and 3 years ago, yeah, it's like 3 years ago, I moved to Germany. Yeah.
How is life in Germany?
Oh, it's fine. I like it here. Yeah. I live
Is it?
live in Ratingen. It's near from Düsseldorf, quite
Okay.
close. Yes, and I didn't expect that I like it so much here, but I like it a lot actually. Yeah.
May I ask why you didn't expect it? Because it was small, or it was?
No, it's actually quite big here. Like many people are living here, like the whole
Yes.
North Rhine-Westphalia, everything, it's like the big cities. It's Cologne, Düsseldorf, Bonn, and Duisburg, Dortmund. It's quite dense here. Or it's many people are living here. Yeah, so I think it's the densest in Europe. Yeah,
Oh,
and
really?
what I didn't expect is like somehow, yeah, people always say, it's like it's an ugly place, it's like too many houses, not beautiful nature, but that's actually not really true, it's okay. Yeah, there are like, yeah, towns after towns and everything, but yes, I didn't really know what it would be to live here, but I must say it's fun. People are very, very open-minded here, and it went very fast that I made friends and everything, and yeah, I must say, yeah, it's cool to live here, really.
I used to work and, commute to Düsseldorf because one of my clients, a law firm, back then was located mostly in Düsseldorf. Now they moved to Frankfurt. And I used to go to Düsseldorf a lot. I love Düsseldorf. It was a very nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Very nice place. Very nice place. Okay, Alex. Before I ask, when did you come and how did you find out about Razmafzar?
Actually, I think it was YouTube, like the most. But one day I saw a video where when you make one of your solo trainings, and yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay, Persian martial arts sounds interesting. And then I buy your book, Persian Archery and Swordsmanship. Yeah, and yeah, I read not the whole, but I read some parts. Like the first one I read was the Koshti part, the wrestling part. Yes, and then the archery and everything. And it's was always with me since I think I heard about it 5 years ago now. Yeah, I bought this book 5 years ago, I think. Yes. So, and it was funny thing. It was the first time I even heard about historical fencing. Was usually people see like the longsword videos or something on YouTube, but first thing I saw was your Razmafzar stuff. Yeah.
What kind of martial arts besides Razmafzar do you or have you been practicing?
So I started very late. So I started, I think, when I was 25 with martial arts. Before I went to the gym. I did calisthenics a lot. Um, then, yeah, I was like hiking, swimming, like to stay fit and everything. And then I think first martial arts I trained was archery, I guess. I started
Oh,
with archery, like Western archery, okay, like with a Mediterranean draw.
mhm.
And yeah, I had my dad had a longbow, an English longbow.
Mhm.
And then from my neighbor, I got a Hungarian horsebow. And I bought then a recurve, like a hunting recurve as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So with this one I started, and then this time I was studying architecture in my hometown in Winterthur. Yeah, it's near from Zurich.
Yes.
So, and a friend of mine, he's Thai boxing, and so I started with him somehow.
Mhm.
Then was like I started with, but there was like kickboxing lessons
Mhm.
where I studied. So
Mhm.
I started with kickboxing, then some Krav Maga as
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
and then COVID came, so everything was like, yeah, okay, not that
Yes.
accessible. So I maintained with doing a lot of calisthenics, and when I moved to Germany, it was like, yeah, after COVID was over somehow. And then when I moved to Germany, I started to go to the boxing class. Yes.
Okay.
So in the boxing class in Düsseldorf, it's a
Mhm.
very, very cool club. So it's the
Yes.
place where I made my first friendships and everything here. So yes. And then later on, it came that I still was interested, like I know about Razmafzar, I know more and more about historical fencing, and I was looking for a club, for a historical fencing club. Then there is a longsword group in Düsseldorf as well. So this was, I think, 2 years ago I started. Yes, and then 1 year ago I found a group what made military saber.
Mhm.
Um, and yes, so this is what I practice more or less. And then last summer, yes, I started with Razmafzar as well. So,
Oh, okay.
but mostly this is yeah, those are the things I do. Yes, and yeah, so now I have quite a full week actually because I go to the training like almost every day, like 2 times boxing, 2 times fencing per week, and then yes, I there is 1 or 2 days I go like I do like running and stuff and the Razmafzar thing as well, Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, archery I cannot really do here, or I could do, but it was easier to train in Switzerland because I came from or lived in the countryside, and then it was very easy to just go in the garden and shoot some arrows.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
One thing you can do, which is also historical, but you cannot use very heavy bow because then it's not recommendable,
Yes.
which is the turba practice. I'm sure you've seen that. We put the target like 1 meter, 1.5 meters away. We
Yes.
pull and we shoot at it. But then again, because we use heavy bows, you cannot use your heavy bows. It's not
Yeah,
recommended.
that's true. That's
Lighter
true.
bow. Yes. Then
Yeah.
you can practice because then, okay, of course, it's not good for distance shooting, but you can practice your form easily.
Yes, yes. So maybe this could be something actually. Maybe I should take my horsebow here. I have it in
Yes.
Switzerland
Yes.
because it's a little bit shorter one. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes. You
Uh,
just need a bit distance. It's like 30 to 50 pounds. Even
Yes.
better, 35, 30, 35, 50 is
It's 40 pounds. The
yes, that's
one I
good.
got.
Perfect. Then you can pull and then you can just practice and then you can release and you can
Yes.
practice the way you hold it because as you know, we have different ways of holding. We
Yes.
have 4 ways, 5 ways of holding. We have 4 ways of pulling, then sitting, kneeling. Everything can be practiced. So you can really practice your archery to perfection as long as forms and techniques are concerned, the
Yes,
only thing
yes,
which
but
remains, then distance,
yeah,
you know. But I think, do you know why they practice turba? They practice turba because they, in Iran, because they didn't want people to just say, I hit the bull eye, I hit the bull eye. Because in turba, you hit the bull eye all the time.
yes,
But then if you know you hit it all the time, that's not your aim.
yeah.
Your aim is to have a good technique. Do you
Yes,
understand?
yes, yes. To like good form, proper form, and everything. Yeah, that
Yeah.
these things work. You know, it's
Yes.
you have to practice archery very long to be good in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why, I think it's not only Persian tradition, which we have, it's Korean
Yes.
tradition, Japanese tradition, Chinese, all of them, Mongolian, all of them. And many Europeans, when they come to Asia, they get surprised because
Yes.
the Europeans always are happy when they hit the bullseye. Let's take Japanese, but Japanese say it's not important you hit the bullseye. Your form is bad. And then the
Yes.
Europeans say, yeah, but I hit the bullseye. That's not the point. Your form is bad.
Yeah.
And and this is always very
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
surprising because, and that's why, it's all Asian tradition. It's not, first of all, not important to hit the bullseye, have the proper form,
Yes.
then concentrate on hitting the bullseye from distance. So that's something, because, and that's what turba is. We all do it. We all
Yeah.
practice with turba, all of us. It doesn't matter how experienced you are in Razmafzar, turba, because again and again you can practice your form, your technique, and improve day by day.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Just one thing, is bow hunting allowed in Switzerland?
No, no, I don't think so.
No.
No, no,
Okay.
it's like regulated very much, and there's yeah, okay, you know, in the southern part, you know, in the alpine part, and there are people going hunting, but I don't think they go hunting with the bow. No, I don't think it's allowed. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and it's regulated a lot. It's, you know, yeah.
Yes.
If you go hunting, you really, I think it's quite expensive as well, you know, for all the yeah.
It is. It
And
is.
if you are a hunter, you know, it's like you have to commit really to
Yes.
it. So
Yeah, of course. The
yeah,
licenses are expensive. Keeping the license,
yeah, yeah.
getting education all the time, of
So
course. You need
so
to know about the
better you
nature.
live in America or New Zealand or
Yes.
something, then you really can go hunting. Yeah,
Yes, yes, that's true. It's much easier there, right?
with the
That's
bow.
it's
Yeah.
easier. Um, Coming back to boxing and Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Yes.
So if you compare kickboxing to Muay Thai, did you do kickboxing with low kicks or without low kicks?
With low kicks. Yeah.
With low kicks.
The lesson was like the dit sabat, you know, the
Oh, let's go back.
French
Yes,
kickboxing with the
yes.
shoes on and everything. Yeah.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Did
I
you do
wasn't.
also Muay Thai? You did also Muay Thai, the Thai version of it, right?
Yes, yes. But
Yes.
not the Thai version, you know, my friends he teach me some stuff, but it was not like that I'm really, you know, I wasn't like very skilled in it or something, you know, it was not,
Oh,
I didn't put a lot of time in it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, of
And
course.
even the time when I was training the kickboxing, was like half a year maybe. Yeah, okay, I've learned some basics there. And my friends, he told me like, or we trained a little bit, but it wasn't really like that I'm on a level or something, you know.
Mhm.
And it really came after that when I moved here, you know, I went to boxing, and in the boxing I really learned, you know, then I put time in it, like lots of time. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah. So
What
I
is
don't
your? Mhm.
I wouldn't consider myself an expert in anything, actually. You know, I train a lot, okay, but yeah, I started late. I say this is not yeah. After 3 years, yeah, you know, in boxing, I sparred a lot in the last weeks and everything, and I feel like now it's coming, you know, like you learn, or that I've learned reading my opponent, that I
Yes,
can apply tactics, you know, that I can somehow, you know, these things I'm now I think I'm starting developing, you know.
yes, yes,
Like I can read my opponent and okay, what is his temper? Is he offensive, defensive? Is he a puncher, counter puncher, and everything? You know, like
yes.
yeah, such things. And yeah, it's now coming. I feel that it's that I'm now developing these skills which are important. Yeah.
Are you more a puncher, offensive puncher, or counter puncher, defensive?
I would consider myself a counter puncher. Yes, like I'm usually the quiet guy, or more quiet. Like usually I'm waiting, but maybe not true, because now what I said, if I see, okay, my opponent is behaving defensive, I start to make to react on it, to go, yes, for example, feinting more and creating an opening. I'm not sure. Yeah, I always thought, nah, maybe I'm more the counter punch, but now I'm not sure.
Do you prefer to go inside, fight from inside, or keep distance and fight?
I keep distance because I'm a tall guy. Usually, I'm taller than my opponent.
Of course, you need to keep distance. Yes.
I'm 1.90 m, so yes, I can. It's better for me to make the outside game.
Of course, you need to go because you can use your advantage. Yeah.
Stay in distance and work with the jab and the punch mostly.
Are you a southpaw?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I know it from training anyhow. I know from teaching you Razmafzar, you're a southpaw.
I'm left-handed. Yes.
Yes, but you did it when you did jab. You did it with the right. Even our viewers can tell you're a southpaw because when you started to jab, you use your right hand.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. That's right. Oh, okay. Very good. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay, of course. So you basically try to concentrate on jabs, and then you're going to give a cross punch, right? Strong cross punches.
Yes,
right?
yes. So
yes,
and this is it's because for most people they're not used to get like that the left one is the hammer, and
yeah, that's right. It's hard to fight. Exactly.
I really like to in the beginning of the sparring bout to just give like one big punch on the block that my opponent knows, should be paying attention to this. Yeah. And after that, it's really, I like to just feint it with the shoulder and then come around with the right hand.
Yes. Oh, so of course, shoulder, and you give a right hook.
If they know, okay, this is gonna hurt, they know, and then you can feint it and go.
Yes,
from the other side, because they duck sometimes.
Very nice. It's always very interesting to watch. I mean, you cannot generalize. Fighters, you can fight everyone, but in general, having lived in the United States and studied and trained there a lot, and compared to Europe, European boxers in general, you cannot generalize, but in general, tend to stand outside and punch. American fighters normally tend to go in and go in fight normally. A very interesting difference.
Yeah, or if you have like guys who one guy in our club, he always beats me up, but he trained for 15 years, I guess, and he I think he's learned boxing in Mexico and South America, and really has this somehow cocky style, and he always gets me.
Yes. Bobbing and weaving. Mexican style is very
aggressive. Moving like a dancer, and it's always like confusing. What is he doing? Where is he? It's in my face already. But yes, I try to do like the Soviet style boxing as well. Like this pendulum step. It's very exhausting, but
yes, that's right.
Where you step with the jab always. Yes. Your opponent never knows when the hard jab is coming.
Yes, right.
Yes, but it's more an outfighter thing, I guess.
Yes, I guess. That's right. Have you, because you said that you in the book Persian Archery and Swordsmanship, my book, you also started with wrestling. Have you tried any grappling art, wrestling art as well?
Actually, I'm really lacking wrestling skills. I know that. So I went to the wrestling class the end of last year in Düsseldorf. It was a fun experience because the guys there. I think almost everybody was from Iran or Afghanistan, or
yes.
the background. So they were talking in Farsi mostly. And funny thing, I understand almost everything, because
Yes.
I understood almost everything because my wife is Persian, so
Yes.
yes, that's why I have the connection to it.
Yes, of
And
course.
I must say, I was quite impressed by the skill of it. The problem with wrestling, I guess, from my perspective, is that the wrestling clubs, they are not prepared for people like me who's starting late. So
Unfortunately
you
not.
can imagine that most of them were like kids or young adults,
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
yeah. And but I must say, I was impressed by the skill level. These kids, they were able to move and do things. They rolled, through the hall. Then I think more than the half of them was able to make a backflip from
Yes.
stands. There
Yes.
was one guy who just the whole time he was climbing the rope and go down, and then he climbed the rope again. And they were like really in shape. So
Yes, they are.
yeah, and yeah, I was thinking about actually how I can learn some wrestling because the wrestling clubs, they are not prepared for people like me usually.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe there could be judo or
Yes.
something because judo that
Yes.
they are prepared like
Yes.
for people who start late. Yes, but
Yes.
this is really a thing. And in the longsword class, we do some wrestling as well. Always in the beginning of the class, we do some pieces from, the
Mm.
German traditions, And I think there are actually lots of similarities,
Yes.
You
Yes.
can find the double leg takedown, for example, you find it in almost every system.
Oh,
So
of
yeah,
course.
these are
Oh,
principles who apply.
yes.
So
Absolutely.
yes,
There
yes,
are
and
many overlappings.
they
Absolutely.
overlap. So
Yes.
yeah, but I know that I'm lacking wrestling skills. So if I need it, one thing I learned or I started to train after I was in Düsseldorf in the wrestling club. I've learned the trainer was like, okay, yeah, you know nothing yet, okay, or almost nothing. The leg shoot.
Yes.
So I trained a little bit the leg shoot, and I applied it in sparring one time. Was really, yeah. When
Yes.
I see, oh, it worked. Firstly I struggled with, going down with the front knee. You have to be a
Yes.
little bit confident. So
Yes. Yes.
going down. But if you really feel it one time how it works, and you just really crash into the other one's legs, and then you there, and you
Yes.
just stand up, boom. It's
Have you
great.
tried Greco-Roman as well? Greco-Roman
Um,
wrestling?
what they made there, it was,
Freestyle.
I think both. They made a little,
Both.
but then it was like, what is the difference actually? The difference is, yeah, that you in Greco-Roman, you don't go to the legs.
No, no, it's forbidden. Yes,
It's
you
forbidden, but in
cannot.
freestyle
You
you can.
cannot double leg takedown. You cannot touch the legs, and you cannot trip. You cannot use your legs to trip. So
All right, all
everything
right.
is upper body. Everything is. So if you know Greco and you start with Greco, I started with Greco-Roman, then I went to freestyle.
All right.
If you start with Greco, the good thing for Greco is if you fight Muay Thai, they have this
Yes.
clinching. You can dominate the clinching game because
All right.
Greco is everything about clinching game.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything is about clinching, upper body.
yeah.
Everything is clinching. So if someone grabs you here or tries to grab you, Greco gives you the best. I'm not the only one who says that. Best clinching game is in Greco-Roman.
All right, all right. Yeah.
Best. And the best leg takedown, of course, freestyle. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about it.
this freestyle wrestling.
And judo has, in my opinion, I'm not the only one again who says that, the best tripping, leg trippings to
All
throw
right.
someone with the leg. Judo has the best leg trippings. So
All right.
that's why, if you, for throwings, combining these three is very, very good.
All
But then,
right. Yeah.
so it's very good. Each one of them concentrates on one part of grappling and throwing. Yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
then, of course, if you go to the ground, then there are different ground games. Then there
Yes,
are
and after that yeah, You know, it's always the question, what is then the rule set, or what is your approach, what you want to do from them? Because
Exactly.
then if you're on the ground, then maybe jiu-jitsu would be
Exactly.
the place to be. So yeah.
Exactly. That's right.
But
Regarding weapons, which weapons of Razmafzar are your favorites?
okay, I mean, I've started now since summer with the lessons, the shamshir and Separ. I
Yeah.
received my Separ from Sergey.
Oh,
It's
very nice.
beautiful work. Yeah, I
Beautiful.
really like it. Really like it.
I put two ways of tying it. Did you see that on the
Yes,
channel?
I know, and I think I'm more. I like it more the X way.
Oh yes, I use the
Yeah.
X-ray myself as well.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yes,
I tried both. It came with
yes,
the other way
yes,
when he sent it to me, and
yes,
then I tried both. I looked you have two shorts on
yes. Two
YouTube
shorts. Yes,
how to tie the cords, and
yes.
yes, I think it's now the X-ray, but we will see. I will change it sometime.
Because the other one, I also fight with that. The other one gives you two parallel, and then
Yes.
when you press immediately you see that. Then the parallel, you have two parallel which you can close. So it gives you a very solid hold. For X, you can put your fingers in, and then it can go like this between your fingers.
All right.
So I can hold it between the fingers, and this you
Yes.
can manipulate it much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the other one is more solid. The
Yes.
other one is more solid. For example, if you fight against heavy weapons. So, for
All right.
example, someone comes with a mace. The other one is
Yes.
better. Hold it that way. Because this X going through your fingers, if a heavy weapon hits you.
Yeah, I know. I know. This is it's quite firm, you know. And
Yes.
then the other guys in the club were impressed how firm it is actually, and how I sparred last week against
Yes.
the longsword, and the guy just tried, to wipe the Separ away with the longsword, but it didn't work,
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because it was just in front, and yeah.
Yes.
And he hit it. He tried to hit it, multiple times, and Separ didn't move.
Yes. I mean, it's a very good quality work, right? It's very
Yes, I
solid.
think so. And it's it's not even that heavy. It's like every other buckler, European buckler I had from the same size. They were much more heavy and
Yes.
clumsy and stuff. And no, these things this is quality work.
You get the small size, right? You got the small size.
Yes, I got the small size.
This one, right? This one.
Yes.
You know that we have two other sizes, right?
I know.
Yes, but this is the most important one.
Yes, to start with and everything. Yeah.
Because I think I told you, and this crosswise, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I teach it with this because if you get these medium size and large ones, then people they rely too much on the Separ, and I don't want them to rely too much on the Separ. I want them to to use the shield, not something to hide behind, but to use as a weapon.
Yeah, to use it offensively. Yes.
And because if you have a large, the people hide behind it all the time.
Yeah, with the basuband as well.
Yes.
If you have these, you can really.
Yes.
But yeah, I think so. I think it's more like it's offensive weapon, I guess.
Yes.
Because even if you close distance with it, for me it's an offensive move.
Yes.
No? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you can easily use your punches. You can shield punch all the time.
Yeah.
Shield punch.
Yeah. Then I try to be, if you're in sparring and you just punch the other guy with Separ in the face, it would have to say almost the same effect. Like in the real fight, so you have to be a little bit careful with it. But yeah,
of course.
But still, I think, and even if the other one has a longer weapon, because most guys, they use long swords and stuff, and then you have to think about, okay, how can I go through? Okay, it's a theoretical situation, or
yes.
So I don't know how many times this happens in history or happened in history. But
the thing is, what you faced for sure were spear and lances.
Yes.
And this you faced.
But till now, I think, I didn't spar a lot. I received it, I think, 2 weeks ago, but it's really the thing, like you have to close the distance and then work around it, and then it's gonna work. Yeah, and then it works quite good. You will close the distance, you go to the leg, or you make like this 45-degree step and go to the side to the neck and stuff, and this works quite good. Yeah.
Yes. People always come. Okay, you need to. I just need to say something about nese, about spear. Many people don't know because we use cutting spear, so you can cut. But another thing with nese is you can have shaft strikes and you can bone nese. So the spear butt you can also hit. And then another thing, you can shorten it in Razmafzar. You make it short and use it like a dagger.
Yes.
So nese is a very versatile weapon, but many people always come because they always think nese is something only to hit from distance. Once you go through it, it is useless. It's not, because you can use shaft strikes. But still, in spite of using shaft strikes, in spite of that, using the nese like a dagger, if a guy with shamshir and separ closes on you and you have a nese, you have huge problems.
Yes,
because
you have openings, and he just can move better in the closer distance.
Yes, absolutely. So not because people always, I think one of the main thing is, do you want to simulate a battlefield or do you want to simulate a dwelling thing? Because we don't practice dwelling. Because if it's dwelling, you hit, then you stop.
Yes.
But in a battlefield, even if you're hit on your gambeson, you're not going to die.
Yes.
I
think we need to be aware of this, and we need to be aware that we train with blunts and not, or that we spar with blunts, because weapons, like you said, they behave differently
Yes, I think one thing you will later also enjoy, but you need to learn all techniques with shamshir and separ, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, is when you use dual shamshir. This is also something very beautiful.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Hayden. I think Hayden now makes a lot of videos on this topic now, and it looks very cool. It's
Hayden does this.
Very nice, the flows and everything. I'm really enjoying watching him.
That's right. What is your opinion about other weapons of Razmafzar? Just when you watch them or try to pick them up.
Okay, I think I'm interested in all of them.
Oh, okay.
And I want to learn all of them, and I think there you have like overlappings with other systems as well, I guess, because if you take the Dusak, for example, it's short choppy sword. I think lots of those it's similar to the Qataret, for example.
Yes, absolutely. Dusak is
not totally similar, but still it's the way you move, or I tried some dagger fighting as well, Okay, if you have like a khanjar, it's it's a little bit different because you have this very curved.
Yes.
I think it cuts like it steps like very good. Okay, now stabbing maybe could be quite. Is it easy to stab with the khanjar?
Yes. The khanjar stabbing is when with the main one, you bring it up, then the dagger is like that. This is the main stabbing. And then this is horizontal stabbing. This is another horizontal stabbing. Another stabbing, you come down in close fight, you stab here. Upward step.
Right. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna work.
This is always, but khanjar is always held this way, right?
All right. You always have it like in the
point down, right? And not like karambit, not like karambit. It doesn't go out. It comes down.
Yeah. It's a different game. Karambit,
yes. Karambit is different because karambit goes out. But khanjar, the reason is it comes down because you need to hit someone hard. Yes. Because at least what he wears is a gambeson.
Yes,
at least. But if you fight like with karambit, which is like a civilian use, right? In karambit, what they use in Indonesia, or
I know.
And this is a different game. But we need also to understand why khanjars are heavier. Because if someone is wearing only a t-shirt, right? Only whatever.
The karambit is enough.
No, you don't need the
but if there is armor, you need this heavy. Yeah, it's battlefield, more battlefield.
Yes, you don't need such a heavy weapon. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
The
different.
tools we use are designed in this way because of a
Yes.
reason, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So
So
these are, and we have also, I'm sure you saw that you have card, we have pishkabs, there are
yes.
other daggers
Yeah,
as well.
Pishkabs is the armor stabber. You go to the
Yes, yes,
chainmail, I guess.
yes, yes. These are armor for
I
against
also
these.
read that this design is like perfect for this
Yes,
purpose. Yeah.
exactly.
Because
Against
it really
armor.
opens the rings in the chainmail.
Yes, that's
Yes.
it. That's what it does. Yes, it's
And
for
the
the.
card looks for me like a knife, what you have in everyday use, like a little bit.
Yes. The
Yeah.
thing is, if you look at the card, the historical ones, that's what also important to get information about historical. Either you have access to museums or huge major collections, or at least you buy books and read about them. Card looks like we use them, for example, today, right? But
Yeah.
the original cards made of crucible steel have a back thick as hell.
Oh,
They're
they
really
have like this T shape, I guess, as
yes,
well.
yes. Not
Like
all,
some
not all of them, not all of it, but they have a thick back. So
yes,
once you have a card, historical card in your hand, it is like a shank.
yes,
A shank. Let me just say, imagine you have a very, very strong screwdriver. I'm talking about the strengths.
yes.
Strong screwdriver, not one of those tiny ones.
Yeah, like
Really,
the big
those
ones
big ones.
for the for the fixed screws.
Card is even thicker than that.
Yes,
Is
yes.
ever, and then you ask yourself, what are you stabbing with that? Do you understand?
Yeah, you stab like the yeah,
You
like
understand what I mean?
yeah,
Of course not against someone who is just dressed like, you know what I mean. Then the
yes,
question, because people also don't know. For example, I have two different types of gambeson. I have a heavy gambeson, kilted
yeah,
gambeson with 3 layers. I have one with two layers, but one with three. The one with three, if I close it, it's an armor in itself.
yes,
It is so thick. People don't realize even cutting is extremely difficult. Of course, it's possible with heavy shamshir, but you don't cut through it easily. And even stabbing is not as easy as people think.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
even stabbing, you need a hard thing. You cannot stab someone with a small knife, try to go through such a kilted armor, right, with 3 layers. So you see, and I always say, guys, that's the reason in Razmafzar there are so heavy weapons. It's not because people were strong. Human body is always weak. We are not turtles, right?
Now, if you through the armor, then yeah,
Yeah,
then
that's
it starts to be dangerous.
that's right.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, just let me just go ahead and about archery, you said that you practice Mediterranean. Someone coming from Mediterranean, I think it's not the finger which is the problem, is where you place the arrow because Mediterranean put the arrow on the left side. If you
Yes, yes,
and here we do it on the right. Was it a
yeah, and I
major
didn't.
challenge for you?
It was a bit, but I still was like impressed how good it works.
Yeah,
So
she
you
does.
know, I earlier I heard about the Eastern style draw, and but I didn't really put the big time, lots of time in it, and then I think I watched videos from this Hungarian guy, Kasha Ilajos, and he
Yes.
just makes like I think he combines it somehow because I think if I'm right, he puts the arrow on the left side as well, but he still has like arrows in the he's a horse rider or
Yes.
a horseback shooter. He rides and he shoots, but I think he has the arrows in the bow hand or more arrows in the bow hand, and then takes them out and then brings it in between the bow and the string and goes like this and shoots like Mediterranean. Yeah. And the difference or why it didn't work, what I was doing was I didn't have the thumb ring. And with the thumb ring, then it started to work.
Yes.
Or there's this Sassaninian draw where you just what is this like? Metal. Like that. Then it works as well. I tried this too, but yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, it felt strange. It still feels strange. I hadn't time to pray. I practiced this for 1.5 weeks, but then every day. When I was at my family's place last month, and then I
Yes.
really started to do it when we made the first lesson
Yes.
in archery. But yeah, okay, I need to practice it, okay, but I think it's I liked it a lot.
Oh,
So
that's
from now I will train this way because my whole life I trained it with the Mediterranean draw. Now I switch.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Let me just go away a bit from martial arts and go back to you as a person. I'm sure many viewers always want to know you. You're an architect, correct?
Yes.
Tell us something about architecture. Architecture is one of the my wife is a gynecologist. She's a medical doctor. She always said if she hadn't gone to the medical school, she would
Yeah.
have studied architecture. So she always says architecture is so fascinating. Tell
Yeah, it
us about
is.
something about architecture, please.
Yeah, it's a nice job. Really, I like it. I like it a lot. Architecture is interesting for me because it combines so many fields. It's like everything between art and engineering, and this is what I think it's so cool because if you study architecture, there is so many things to learn. You learn about design, about physics, about everything what is in between there, and about art and about materials, about concepts, about how cities are built and everything. And yeah, I think that's why it's so cool. And the other thing is like every person has like a relationship to architecture
Yeah,
because you're surrounded by architecture all the time, you
yeah.
know? So yeah, it's just
Um,
something
do
it's
you
always here.
do you work for private people as an architect and design, or for companies, or for historical things?
At the moment, I work for a friend actually. They're
Okay.
like first I worked for my uncle, and now his son made his own company out of the old one and stuff, and another friend as well.
Yes.
And yeah, now I work for them.
Okay, very
And
nice.
yes, yeah.
You like design houses, may I ask you, or
Yes, if you're a smaller office, you cannot do like the big projects. That's usually it's on the countryside, and usually it's smaller projects. So I think the biggest ones were like smaller office buildings and elementary schools and stuff.
Mm, mm.
And then it's sometimes it's just agricultural buildings, or even I think most it's like private, like housing projects.
No, I'm asking questions to you as an architect that may sound very strange because I'm a layman, right? So I don't know about
Yeah,
architecture. That's why I'm asking,
yeah,
just for understanding. Do architects also design bridges, or is it a different field?
no, this is an engineering thing actually. Because if you want to design bridges, you have to really be good in engineering. And
Engineering,
the
yes.
architect, yeah, we know some stuff, we know some principle, but we cannot really. Yeah, this is like I don't know how it's. This is infrastructural, I think. Then, and this is it's another game.
It goes to civil engineering,
In
possible.
German, it's like the Hochbau and Tiefbau. The
Tief-
Hochbau means everything like houses, what it's like,
Yes.
the
Yes.
upsides or the
Yes. So they go to civil engineering, possible.
and yes. So the bridges, no, not really. Sometimes they sort of collaborate between. There are architects who are engineers as well, who are
Yes.
both. Then they can really make these things. But yeah, there's bridges, streets, tunnels, and everything.
Yes.
Railways, for example. This is
Yes.
mostly engineer
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
And do you have, as far as architects are concerned, do you have an architect which you say, wow, he's like a role model for you?
Role model. Hmm,
Like
I'm
those
not.
art and architects, there are some
Yes.
architects like Spain has many of them, right?
Yeah.
Very
So just think about, there are many good architects in Switzerland, for example. There are like lots of good offices and stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe if somebody is interested in, there is one guy. He's called Peter Zumthor. He's a famous Swiss architect. He has lots of beautiful projects. So if you're interested in, check it out.
Sure.
Yeah.
You studied, just the last question, you studied architecture in Switzerland, correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Then let's come back to the Persian culture. You talked about that you speak Farsi, you speak Persian, you're married to a Persian, you mentioned that. Okay, what is your favorite food, Iranian food?
My favorite food is khorasani.
Khorasani, like many people in Iran. That's so interesting.
Yes,
Why is your favorite food khorasani?
I don't know, but if you once eaten it, I think it's obvious. It's just so it's everything. It's like the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. Many people love khorasani.
It's just delicious. I love all the Persian foods. I think there isn't one I don't like.
Yes.
And so and my wife, she cooks very well. She's a very good cooker, and but if I have to rank it somehow, I think there is khorasani on top, and then maybe badem June for me, pheasant June, I like khoresh, or I like the polo. My favorite polo, I think, is lubia polo.
Lubia polo, very nice. Yes.
Even yesterday, she cooked like khoresh, with gusht khelkheli, like some good meatballs with sereshk aloo, tomato sauce.
Oh, very good. Yes.
So it was. She cooked it for the first time. We don't even know the name of it. I think she saw the recipe somewhere in the internet, and this was great again. And all the other thing, I like. We have a friend from southern Iran, from Bandar Abbas.
Oh, yeah, they have different food.
Very, very great fish dishes, the bali mahi, hashu.
Yes. So I was there once, and they have a different cuisine, very good cuisine.
Yeah, very different. If you compare it to the northern Iran, for example, very
very different, very nice as well. Excellent.
And I like kalepache as well.
Oh God, this is the first European guy who I meet says I like kalepache. Really?
No, I love it. A friend of my friend cooked it one time, and then I cooked it for myself like 2 times, but really the old school way. I cooked it on a pot over the fire for a whole day.
If you go to Tehran, okay, and this kalepache, there are areas which are traditional one to the southern parts of the city. Yes. And to the northern part of the city, there are exclusive places for kalepache, very high class, right? So it depends where you eat kalepache in Tehran as well, yeah?
Yes, unfortunately, I never managed, so we never managed to travel to Iran since we know each other, but I hope soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Soon we will do this.
If you do that, let me know so I can tell people from museums so they can show you stuff. I will recommend you, and you can go.
Right. So I will let you know then.
Yes.
Of course, I will let you
know. You will love it. You will love it. This is Tehran. Iran on its own, the country is a museum, really. Yes. Any city, any town you go, really, the people always say 2,500 years of culture. Iran has 5,000, but we we also now 7,000 now.
Yes.
Documented culture. And in each city, it is dedicated to 1 century. Yes. So it is unbelievable. You're in Isfahan, 15th, 16th century onwards. You go, and also back.
Yes.
You go to another city, 12th century. You go to another city, 11th century. You go to Persepolis, 2,500. You go there. You go there. Everywhere you go, you see parts of the history of this country. And I need to say, but I will let you know if you want to go to museums. Look at Tehran.
Yes.
Tehran has so many museums. You can go to museums for 1 year and you're
Yeah,
not
and
finished.
yeah, and
You're not
always
finished in Tehran.
exploring something new. Yeah,
Yeah, and
and
I'm
I'm really
saying,
like looking for it. I really want to go there. It's
and I'm not talking about like modern art museum, which are very interesting. I'm
yes,
talking about historical museums, right?
yeah.
You know, that
Only the
amount of,
historical ones are like
yeah,
you have.
yeah,
You
yes.
can do this for 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah, there are so many museums. There are so many things to see. You know, there is, for example, there is one museum, of course, one of the most, okay, which is in my book, Arms and Armor from Iran. You can see Arms and Armor, Military Museum, Tehran, Sadabad. There is one museum about watches and clocks from different, you will not believe your eyes when you see them.
yeah,
Then there are everything. There's one museum about clothes, one carpet museum. I think the best carpet museum in the world, Persian, of course,
yes, I
is
can
there
imagine.
from
Yeah,
different eras, and they can so many carpets. You will not believe your eyes. Carpets, you see, from one side there is one season, from the other side there is one season.
right.
The
Yeah,
season changes where you stand in front of it. You will not believe what these carpet makers could create.
yes,
There's
yeah,
some carpets now even you can buy, but there are carpets. Believe me, you can buy them, the different knots, right?
yes,
But in carpet museum, you can see also older ones.
yeah,
Believe me, you see there is a woman like this or a man like this, even close, like 2 meters, 3 meters. You think this is a picture.
yeah. Still, yeah, yeah.
You think it's a picture.
Yeah, it's
But
like the high-end craftsmanship, I guess. Then
you
it's
get even
always so
that close,
fascinating.
you still think it's a picture. Then you
Yeah.
get close, and okay, not old ones, you're not allowed to touch, of course. I'm talking the new ones. You touch, you see it's a carpet. Million knots. This
Yes.
is unbelievable. You will not believe your eyes what these carpet makers can produce. It's unbelievable, And then, there's so many, there's one huge carpet museums, and then
Yeah.
there are many carpet galleries. So you can, if you're interested in
Yes.
carpets,
Yeah, in the whole city, I guess.
the
Yeah.
whole city, you can
Mhm.
spend the whole time watching carpets. And then it is amazing, amazing, the whole carpet arts and crafts. Then you can go to, different bowls, bowl making. There are so many different things to see.
Yeah.
If someone is interested in history and handicraft and things like that, it's
I
amazing.
am actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I could get there now
yeah,
that
it's
you are.
one of
Yes.
my hobbies is like the woodworking,
Ah,
so like making furniture and
yes.
stuff. So and I'm
Oh, you will.
always interested in handcrafts, like in
Oh,
about everything, It's like
I
for
forgot the name of that city. Let me see if I can find it for you.
yes.
Where is that? Hold on a second. If I can find it. There is a city in Iran, even from Safavid period, even Qajar period, lots of them is Abade, exactly. Abade between
Okay.
Shiraz and Isfahan, yes. They make wooden spoons, big spoons made of
All
wood,
right. Yeah.
so intricate from one piece of wood. And these woods, okay, we call them spoons. They are like, you have a bowl, and we call it sharbat, or yes, in English, sherbet, right?
Yes.
Sharbat, as we say.
Like that.
So there is a big bowl, and with these sweet drinks. So they have a big spoon, so they put it inside,
All
and then they
right.
serve you in bowl, right? They serve you in
All
bowl. And
right.
these wooden spoons. Now it has a boat shape. Now then the handle. You will not believe your eyes what they
Yeah.
do. They are so intricate, flower design, sometimes piercing. And when you see that, and you say, okay, then you buy it, which is quite expensive, of course, the amount
Yeah.
of work. And they say, okay, now you can use to for your Shabbat. But no one
Yes.
does it because you're so,
Yeah,
so
because it's
beautiful.
so yeah, it's too
You just
beautiful
put
to
it,
use anyway.
exactly.
Yeah.
You put it on the shelf to
Yeah.
watch it. And when you see how people carve wood there, all by hand, from one single piece, and
Yeah.
bring it to such an intricate design, and
Okay.
you watch, you can sit there, listen, believe me, and keep watching, and you will not believe it. After like couple of hours, okay, I always watch these things, and then you see what they can do.
Yeah.
So
All right.
also, it's unbelievable what they can do. Or they make balls. Okay, they of course make blades as well. How they forge blades. You can see everything is handicraft is going on. It's
Yeah.
this Persian handicraft is still vivid and alive. You will not believe your eyes.
I really have to see this.
Yes, you will love it if you're. And they make, of course, furniture as well. They make furniture as well.
Yeah. I watched some videos about guys who make these, like these beautiful chess boards. The chess and tabla boards. Yeah.
Yes.
And where they have these like small inlays, like small pieces, and everything. It looks so beautiful.
Yes, in Iran they make by hand beautiful chessboards, and all these figures, pawns, kings, all of them, and they also make backgammon, beautiful backgammon.
Yeah,
boards.
it's like always both, I think.
Yes, in Iran it's always
like,
both. You just turn it.
It's chess on the outside, backgammon in the inside.
You know that, right? Of course.
I know.
Always. Yes, always. So you can play both.
I was always a chess player earlier. I liked chess, or I like chess a lot, but since I have like Persian friends, it's becoming more and more tabla.
That's right. It's very interesting.
It's more calm game somehow. The chess is always like, I have to win this fight, and tabla is more. Yeah, you have to. Okay, you want to win the fight too, but it's more chilled,
Yeah, it's a chill game. Of course. And then besides that, what is okay? We talked about food. What is your favorite drink in Persian?
Persian drink?
Yes.
So actually, it's a kanja bean, and it was the first Persian thing I tried in my life.
Oh, you did? That's very fun.
And still somehow a kanja bean addict.
Yeah, it's very good.
I always have there's a bottle in the fridge, and yeah.
Very good.
I'm starting to get, if it's empty, I need to have another bottle fast.
Let me just try before you go to Iran, ask you something. You're from Switzerland, possibly you are. I'm sure you're a skier, right? You do ski from time to time. Do you ski?
When I was a child. So.
Then you haven't forgotten that. Because the reason is Tehran, but it's not only Tehran, but Tehran has 3 slopes. You will not believe your eyes how beautiful. Now, let me just give you something. They're my clients actually, because I've worked for many law firms, and as I said it before, and one of my clients with his wife, German clients, they went to Tehran for skiing. They always go there.
Yeah.
And they make pictures and videos, because I was there on the slope many years ago, because we go sometimes skiing, but we need to go there.
Yeah, I know the place.
There are 3 places.
I've seen videos from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there are some areas, if you can ski well, you see no one.
Yeah.
You just ski, you see no one. Compared to French. French slopes normally we go to France for skiing, but also Austrian. Unfortunately, we have never been to Switzerland, so I don't know the Swiss slopes. But
it's beautiful, but it's crowded as well, and it's expensive, so expensive. And this was the reason why I stopped, because I was like, okay, I can go to Hungary for a month, making holidays there.
We go normally. We go to France, which is very expensive, more expensive than Austria, but we go to Austria. But the slopes, the problem is, are getting more and more crowded, and we are always afraid for our kids, for 2 kids we have,
because many people and everything.
Always. Although of course you have helmet, but come on. If a big guy comes and hits a guy at full speed, what can a helmet do, right? We both know that, right? So we are always worried. But then when you go to Iranian slopes and you see this silence, this snow, this beauty, this loneliness, and my clients told me, and they have been skiing all the time, always skiing. It's not like us. We are more beach goers, right? City goers and beach goers. And we also don't go skiing that often as we used to. The reason is we can have 3 beach holidays instead of
Yeah.
having one ski holidays, you know.
Yes, you see, yeah. So yeah,
Exactly. You know, so
of
why do you
course.
want to do that, right? Exactly. The same with us. It doesn't make sense. It keeps getting more and more expensive. But one thing which is very for us was very, very beautiful, and I saw that. My clients told me last time they skied like that in Europe, and they're like around 40, was when they were small kids.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what they told me.
Yeah,
They
that
went
sounds
back to
great.
the memories. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm still able to ski, but
Yeah.
hmm, maybe it's that's gonna be could be a good idea in
Yes, yes, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Just at the end of our, thanks a lot then for coming here and for your interest in Razmafzar.
Yeah,
Good
thanks for
thing
having
about
me.
teaching Alex Razmafzar is that he speaks Persian, so he picks up the terminology very fast. You know.
All right, yeah. You know, for me it was like, you know, I can combine two passions, you know, now because I can combine, you know, my interest in Persian culture,
Yes.
or I would say my love for Persian culture and
Yes.
historical fencing. It's great.
Thank you very
No.
much. Would you like to share anything else with our viewers, Alex?
So, can I say, but you know, I just want to say that I really appreciate your work, you know, like
Thank
I
you very
see
much.
that there is, you know, heart, blood, sweat, and tears in what you're doing, and
Thank you.
it's so great that yeah, so great that you're doing this, and yeah, I'm really happy to be part of this now, and
Thank you very much,
you know,
Alex.
maybe there will be Razmafzar Switzerland one day. Who knows?
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Actually, we really would love, and I'm sure if you later on, as you certified, you get, I'm sure, certified, that's for sure. And we
yeah,
would love you to do and to represent us in your country, in Switzerland. Definitely, we would be
yeah,
very
yeah.
proud and
Let's
happy of
go.
it.
That would be great. But yes, it's till then it's gonna be like lots of hard work, but we're
Yeah.
keeping it up, I think, you know. I guess, you know, it's like you have to really learn something, you know, that it's not just I do this for 1 or 2 years. So you have to do it for 10 years, I guess, you know, and
Yes,
then you will be really, then you can become an expert in it. And
yes.
then, yeah, so
Thank you very much,
well,
Alex. Thank you very
thank you.
much, and I'm very happy of your progress. You learn very fast due to your athletics and sport background and martial arts background. Thank you very much for being there, and especially I love it. You speak Persian, you know, Iran, and that's really beautiful Persian culture, and so very nice. Thank you very much.
Very much no.
Thank you very much, and all the best for you, Alex.
It's for you too.
Khodafis.
Bye.